Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about the company Starbucks. We're going to talk about the processes they go through when buying and selling products and how the company internally runs. Starbucks represents something beyond a cup of coffee. Starbucks has a role and a meaningful relationship with people that is not only about the coffee. These are two quotes from the former CEO of Starbucks, Howard Schultz. Starbucks is one of the world's most iconic brands, founded in 1971 in Seattle, USA. The company has created a whole new place between work and home for relaxing and drinking coffee, and their global expansion grew extremely rapid. The company currently runs more than 26,000 stores in 75 different countries. And by offering employee stock options and health insurance, Starbucks makes its employees its partners. Starbucks has provided many employee benefits even though the motivations were widely debated. Starbucks is a market leader, and this is primarily due to their focus on ethical purchasing and accreditations. Having both CAFE and CSG quality standards puts this company on top of any argument regarding social or environmental care. In addition, Starbucks has a long-standing solid partnership with both the Ethical Tea Partnership and the World Cocoa Foundation to ensure sustainability and that worker-friendly practices are induced in their tea and cocoa production. Moreover, Starbucks ensures that all their customers, including Muslims, are satisfied. Hence, they adopted halal methods and raw materials in their production process. Starbucks purchases a variety of raw materials ranging from food and non-food products. Coffee, tea, and cocoa are produced in Starbucks' own farms. Meanwhile, non-food products such as labeled cups and merchandise are produced using third-party manufacturers. Having control on their coffee production is fundamental to the company and enables them to be more flexible and innovative in their bean types, as Arabica beans, the main source of the coffee that Starbucks uses, due to the large consumer preference, are becoming vulnerable to extinction due to climate change. This luxury of experimentation, ethical focus on producing their goods and standard of quality, along with their close relationships with their suppliers, has differentiated them as a company in the business world and makes them unlike any other coffee producer in the world.
Going on, now this is the examples of potential supplier of Starbucks. The first example is milk, with the milk requirement that has to be pasteurized or raw, organic, with 25% calcium and vitamin D. Also, the milk has to be varied for the customers with almond milk, coconut milk, non-fat, whole milk, and 2% milk. The raw product is the milk indeed with factory without packaging or label and it is already pasteurized. The intermediate product is the milk with the label and its new packaging. The end product is the beverages and the pastries. The second example is eco-friendly paper cup. As Starbucks has pledged to care more for the environment, the cups they are using has to be able to be eco-friendly, using the cup with PVS coated paper and custom printing. The raw product is the cups without packaging or label. The intermediate is the cups with the label and its new packaging, and the end product is the cups ready to use for beverage.
Starbucks utilizes its preferred supplier program, known as PSP, to evaluate suppliers who fit the company's criteria for quality coffee beans. Starbucks uses a program on a point scale. If a supplier earns 100 points on this scale, then this supplier will be preferred supplier, which means it meets all the standards and expectations. The supplier criteria is seller's acceptance, price and quantity, authorized buyers, shipping and delivery, and environmental protection. Starbucks currently gets its coffee from over 300,000 growers worldwide, but the company generally brings the coffee beans from Latin America, Africa, and Asia to the United States and Europe by boat transportation. They also have their own 240 hectares farm on the slopes of Boaz volcano in Costa Rica, where they grow their own coffee.
So now we're gonna move on to the purchasing motive. The purchasing motive of buying a cup of coffee at Starbucks can be, for example, that people like to drink coffee in the morning and want to have a good fresh coffee. Also, when people have some meetings or small breaks, they might want to have a really fresh coffee. Coffee is good at any moment of the day. Consumers are demanding greater transparency along the supply chain and are willing to pay higher prices for ethically and environmentally sourced food and drinks products from Starbucks. This means that the firm has to be socially responsible in their practice and mindful of the environment impact of the company. The objectives of the supplier are to give a supply fresh coffee, to increase the long-term relationship, to increase also the quality and the yield.
Next up, analysis of the supplier. Starbucks will choose between two suppliers according to which one provides the best value for them, their consumers, and the environment. They have to do this to maintain their place in the market. For example, they need suppliers they can rely on in terms of delivery. If Starbucks doesn't receive their coffee beans in time, they won't be able to produce coffee for the consumer, which leads to loss in revenues for the company. On the other hand, they look into the supplier's reputation. Do they deliver quality? Do they take the environment into account? Starbucks also switched supplier to try and meet expectations of their consumers by reducing waste associated with their cups. They did this by reusing and recycling their cups. Last but not least, there are a lot of coffee bean suppliers out there. Out of all these, Starbucks chose for a fair trade supplier. This means all the coffee they use is 100% ethical. With this, they support 1 million people in coffee communities. It is equally critical that the suppliers are able to grow along with Starbucks and keep up with their production.
Now we are going to continue with purchasing decision. To begin with procurements, this involves procuring the coffee beans for the final product. The company agents travel around the world to find the raw material to bring the finest coffee to customers. The agents create a strategic relationship with suppliers, which is built up after communication about the company standards. Marketing and sale. Starbucks invests in superior quality products and high level of customer service rather than in aggressive marketing. However, need-based marketing activities are carried out by the company during new products launches. Technological environment and development. Starbucks currently buys the products from over 300,000 growers around the world. However, in 2013, Starbucks bought their first coffee plantation in South America, Costa Rica. But Starbucks still continues to purchase coffee from other growers.
Starbucks' official website offers customers to give feedback on the service or the in-store experience they had in a Starbucks store. This means you can contact Starbucks online and write a comment whether it's positive or negative. Employees inside the company will respond to the message as soon as possible. This gives Starbucks a chance to improve their customer services to the fullest.